Okay, so 2025. The shop has changed a lot. I mean, looking at some of the footage from our opening day last year in April, it's crazy to see the store kind of look so much different. We've sort of filled every single possible nook and cranny in this space with discs. Even the ceiling's got discs on it now, and adding weird, crazy things to the store that I never expected, and just finding different ways to support the community here with whatever people need and whatever people want for disc golf related activities and beyond that too. And so it's been cool to feel this shop turn into something a little bit more well rounded and a little more homey and kind of just like beat into a good system. And first year was really just a huge learning experience. I mean, it still is. Like every day is still just like a new challenge presents itself as a small business, and how do we overcome that hurdle and figure things out. And yeah, so that's been the last 9 months. We've got, once we get through February, March, yeah, we got 3 months left until we're a year old, which is pretty exciting, and kind of stoked to see what the future holds. In terms of team stuff, last year we put out kind of a carte blanche application for a team, just people in the Salt Lake area looking for a kind of a banner to fly and for something to hang their hat on. And that's what we wanted the shop to be, is a place for people to be proud of representing the shop, and we wanted people to feel like they had a kind of a horse in the race, in the sense that, like, this is my local store, this is where I get my plastic, this is a shop that I can support, that in turn supports me. And it wasn't just the team that was a big part of that, but we wanted the whole community to feel that, and the team was kind of our way to say thank you to the people who were saying thank you to us by even joining the team and being something that we could feel like we had a squad that would sort of represent us well out there. And this year we're splitting things up a little bit in terms of how we do the team stuff. Have the Summit team, which is our like real go-getters in terms of folks who are like grinding disc golf to be competitive at disc golf in their relative divisions. It doesn't matter if you're MA3 or FA4 or a junior, MPO, FPO. We wanted to get a really nice spread of folks who are stoked on representing themselves well on the local scene and also on a broader scene. Just like this last week, we had 4, 5, 6 people from our team go down and play in the Memorial. A few of them cashed at a really huge A tier, one of the biggest A tiers probably in the country, and that was really cool to see. And so we're going to provide the Summit team folks with a little bit more like financial support for a tournament entry and some other things down the line too. And then added the creators team, which is why you're seeing this video most likely. And the creators team is really going to be keyed into this year on helping people who are kind of naturally drawn towards making content themselves get better at it and create better content and know what good content looks like. Short form content is huge right now, not just for disc golf, but just like across the board. With the content team, people like to create and have an outlet for creating, and disc golf can be that outlet for sure, and should be that outlet for a lot of people who are kind of combining their passions. And so that's where the creator team came from. And then we've got the ladies team, which we're calling the Aspen team. I was trying to think of a good word for it, something that has to do with like growth and community, because that's what we're trying to do with our ladies community here in Utah, is support our ladies community by creating a really broad base of support, not just from the shop, but with other different local factions and nonprofits that are working to help support the ladies community here in Utah. And however we can be a part of that, we are happy to be supporting that scene as much as we possibly can, and to create a space here in the shop and in our greater community where our ladies can feel safe, welcomed, comfortable coming into the shop, talk about different discs and what should I be throwing. We have a lot of lightweight plastic, which is popular in our ladies community, but just giving the ladies an outlet to find new friends and connect with people and know that there's a space for them here in our scene too. And then the juniors team too. And the juniors are this group of crushers who, when it comes to disc golf is dominated by dudes in their 20s, 30s, 40s. That's just kind of the scene. And there isn't a huge juniors scene globally or like nationally, and so trying to elevate that scene here in Utah and say, hey juniors, there's a space for you guys too. Like, what can we do to help support you as you grow and your bodies change rapidly and you figure out this little sport that maybe a lot of your friends aren't playing in school because they're playing soccer or football or basketball or swimming or softball, whatever. How can we, as a shop, be supportive of that for you and make it feel like you have your own little team of people, because everyone likes to feel a part of something like that when they're growing up as a kid. So that's where the juniors team came from and the impetus for that. And looking forward to 2025 for the shop on a broader perspective. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to be the same and a lot of things that are going to change too. Some things that are going to stay the same is that we're always going to have, the latest and greatest drops, things that are coming in, and trying to really find good discs for the folks who are right here in our scene and what people are trying to throw, and discs that work for our altitude and our elevation. And something we're going to focus on a little bit more aggressively this year is community-based events and tournaments. We last year supported 27 tournaments in the state of Utah, and about 50 to 100 leagues in some way, shape, or form, which is kind of crazy to look back on. And we're going to sort of double down on that this year by really focusing on some bigger events and working through those. And trying to kind of elevate the scene in terms of what a really great, A tier, B tier, C tier event can look like, and also how can we support, all of the local events that are happening here in the Salt Lake Valley the best we can. But from a community perspective too, we're going to be hopefully getting some new stuff on tap here in the next few months, not just kombucha anymore. We'll see more news to come on that. And start hosting some more community focused events right here in the shop too. Some more after hours stuff. Like we have on Tuesdays, like a 7 o'clock Magic the Gathering night where folks come in and play Commander decks. But we want to start publicizing stuff like that and make it a little more accessible to the broader community, and just continue to make this shop a focal point for folks in the disc golf scene, and also just like disc golf adjacent too. People who are maybe interested in it but haven't felt like they have a community yet. We want to be that spot where people can come in and hang out and learn more about disc golf, and grab drinks with their friends and watch whatever sporting events on, and catch up on the latest disc golf news and do their thing. So a lot has changed in the last 9 months that we've been open, and the shop has shifted. We added a tech disc setup and a million more racks and new merch, and things are always shifting. And we'll keep doing that. Things will keep changing. Nothing will ever really stay static here. But that's the goal. It's just keep growing and figure out how we can best serve our community and kind of give back to you guys too. So I think that's it. I think that's the updates for the year, and stoked on 2025.
What's up, guys? It's Ian from Bad Throws Good Bros. I am one of the content creators for the Another Round Disc Golf channel. I am one of the captains of it, so you'll be seeing my face hopefully a lot, or maybe I'm more behind the scenes of filming and stuff. But this year we're really looking forward to bringing you guys a ton of awesome, fun videos, from challenges with the content team to all the way up to live coverage with the Bad Throws. So we're super stoked to have you guys come along for the journey of the 2025 season. I know there's a lot of hype around this season here in Salt Lake. We have a lot of awesome tournaments and people in the area that we can't wait for you guys to meet. If you haven't already, make sure to hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.